Round 4 of the Vodacom Isondo Sports 2000 series, their third visit of the season to AA Kyalami. A healthy field of 15 entries for the two races today, as South Africa's official development series again gives potential stars of the future an opportunity of showing what they can do. As far as qualifying is concerned, Sipiwe Mangele gets his first pole position of his career ahead of championship contenders Devon Munsami, Morne Idas and Kern Francis.
First pole position?
Yeah, it was my first pole position.
You enjoying yourself today?
Yeah, I'll show them at least some skills.
So you're the driver and the mechanic today?
Yeah, man. I was struggling yesterday, all the day I was struggling. I wake up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, to come here, fix up my car.
15 cars on the grid, the first race of round 4 of the Vodacom Isondo Sports 2000 series in pole position. As they put the hammers down, we are racing Sipiwe Mangele ahead of Devon Munsami, who's currently in third position in the championship, as they go into Telkom for the first time. And we have the man who had pole position, Sipiwe Mangele, leading the field into Nashua now for the first time. 8 laps of action, as we said, 15 cars on the grid. Oops, still rather cool on the track there. To leading number 4, Morne Idas from Cape Town, has moved into second position ahead of Kern Francis. Kern Francis currently the championship leader. There is only 1 point between Kern Francis and Morne Idas, so everything to race for today in these two races here at AA Kyalami. This is the battle of the race. It's Teresa Motohung going into fourth position from Devon Munsami and Mona Apollos. Three-way battle for fourth position and a three-way battle for the lead as they cross the line at the beginning of lap 3. 1.2 seconds between race leaders Sipiwe Mangele and Morne Idas. Kern Francis in third position, just 0.2 seconds further back, or a second further back. And they now have 8 seconds on Teresa Motohung, who is in fourth ahead of Devon Munsami. Mona Apollos in sixth position. And about 5 seconds further back in seventh is Zenzi Mafukwane. Eighth, Chakane Mofekeng. Eugene Mongau is in ninth position. In fact, we only seem to have 12 cars left in this race of the 15 who pitched up here. Missing Benedict Mache and Ashad Musa. And also Ashad Ngwobo. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's in 10th position. So this is the battle for fourth position, fifth position. In fact, as Teresa Motohung is beginning to pull away from Devon Munsami and Morne Apollos. About 3 seconds further back, this battle further down the order. Chakane Mofekeng in 7th position, number 22. Zenzi Mafukwane just behind him in the number 9 car. And they are about 8 seconds down on Devon Munsami in 6th position. So that's Eugene Mongau in 9th position, the number 19 car. And unfortunately, this is the way you learn motor racing. You push the limits. That's Motohung in 4th, and then Morne Apollos and Devon Munsami. There was just about half a second between them as they crossed the line at the end of lap 3, previous lap. Across the finish line now, they will go, and again he just goes over the limit, and Morne Apollos pays the price. Still quite cool, as we said, so grip is a bit of a problem, and I don't think that he would have lost too much. Munsami going through, of course, and Chakane Mofekeng was some 8 seconds down the road further back. This is now the battle for the lead. Things are happening at the front of the pack as Sipiwe Mangele comes under pressure from Morne Idas. And Morne Idas currently in second position in the championship. This result may just get him, even if he stays where he is at the moment, he should get ahead of Kern Francis, who is currently in third position, about 2 seconds further back. This is to take the lead. Oh, very, very close. Nice. They left it absolutely late into Goodyear there. And gets a little bit out of shape, does Sipiwe Mangele. Race leader, you can see the pressure. Now it's a question of, will he be able to withstand the pressure from Morne Idas? As the time keeps on ticking by, the laps are getting less and less. Only a lap and a bit still to go as they come up to one of the slower cars. Very, very wide there. They're trying so hard, these two out there. Here he comes down the inside. Oh, nice move. Beautiful move. Morne Idas now. Are they going to survive the kink? and he forced both of them goes wide. This contact, that I suppose was absolutely inevitable, as the two of them went neck and neck, and not one of the two willing to give an inch. And unfortunately, Mona Idas is the loser in this situation, and his left front suspension is absolutely shot. There's no way that he's going to be able to complete this race another lap. Number 14, Faisal Damji, being lapped there by race leader Sipiwe Manqele. But let's just have another look at that incident. Well, the 2 into 1 certainly don't go. Two of them trying to go through the Yokohama kink absolutely together. And as Sipiwe Manqele rejoins, they make contact. Back to the racing action, though. This is our race leader, and there's some damage definitely to his right front, as he's being caught now by Kern Francis up the hill at Westbank corner. Francis tries to turn in, and Sipiwe just goes straight and into the wall. That makes one think of the Peter Lindenberg incident, and that's a serious accident. He was flat out in there, and it sounded like his throttle just stuck wide open. And well, what a way to get to the conclusion of this race. Kern Francis coming around Vodacom corner for the final time. He will pick up the checkered flag, and Kern Francis will take his 3rd victory of the season. Well, what a dramatic race that was. Francis taking it from Teresa Motong, his best result of the season so far. Devon Munsami will not be happy with that 3rd place ahead of Mona Apollos and Takane Mofokeng. But that earlier incident certainly more serious than we thought, as Sipiwe Manqele gets some treatment from the very efficient Kyalami marshals. Have another look at that incident. Sipiwe doesn't seem to be able to turn in at all. Damage from that earlier incident, and then his throttle just stuck absolutely wide open. He had nowhere to go, couldn't have enough distance there to brake, and we believe that he's hurt his leg on a number of places. As we are under starters orders, another 8-lapper ahead of us, as they bury those right feet, and a good start from Devon Munsami, who takes the lead into Telkom for the first time. And he has Kern Francis right there in his wheel track in 2nd position. In 3rd place, Mona Idas. And I suspect that those three are going to begin to break away rather early in this race. Temperatures have gone down, so they will be struggling with grip as they go through Nashua for the first time in this race. We'll see how this one pans out. So Devon Munsami, one of the championship contenders in this series this season, is exactly where he needs to be, being chased there by Kern Francis and Mona Idas from Cape Town. These battles will develop as they normally do as this race progresses. The top 3, as we said, beginning to pull away already. Sun very, very low as they go into Goodyear for the first time. Shadows lengthening here at Kyalami. It's been a good day's racing, and I'm sure that the Vodacom Asando Sports 2000 crowd will be putting up a good show here for the good crowd that we saw at Kyalami today. Up the hill for the first time in this race. In 4th position is Teresa Motong, one of the newcomers in the series. As they come up the Westbank shelf for the first time, and he's being chased in 5th position by Mona Apollos. Mona is in this race, but unfortunately retirement for Teresa Motong. Down the inside into the Super Bowl. Oh, nice move, but he's gone in very deep, very hard, and that's the result that happens if you help break yourself. Takane Mofokeng, shell colors, and this battle is developing. There's absolutely nothing between Devon Munsami and Kern Francis. Only, well, less than half a second between them. Mona Idas hanging back there, just waiting for something to happen, and it is likely to happen because we've seen that in the past. Although Munsami and Francis are of the more experienced drivers in the Vodacom Asando Sports 2000 series. In 4th place still, Mona Apollos. He's about 7 seconds down on 3rd place, Mona Idas. Ujil Mongo is about 12 seconds further back in 5th position. And let's see where Takane Mofokeng is. He's the one that I suspected may have had the spin. He hasn't crossed the line yet. Yes, I think it was him. As Zenzi Mafukwane comes across the line. We will keep an eye out on what happened to Mofokeng. Devon Munsami consolidating that lead. Oh, and another retirement there. This time it's Mona Apollos. Definitely a broken rear suspension. So this race definitely taking its toll. Just 3 more corners to go for Devon Munsami, who has absolutely obliterated the opposition in this race. Devon Munsami is still leading from Kern Francis and Mona Idas as he goes through the Super Bowl for the final time. And he will be absolutely happy with this result After finishing third in the previous race, he comes through to take an easy victory, what looked like an easy victory from the outside. In fact, the top three never changed the order throughout the race, as Kern Francis will come through to finish in second position and Mona Idas in third place. And Devon Munsami gets the checkered flag. He's very, very happy with that. John Wheeler waves the flag at him as Devon Munsami makes up for that bad result in the previous race. But what a race of attrition this was. As you can see, only 7 finishes of the 12 starters. Devon Munsami taking it from Kern Francis. Huge gaps between these cars. Mona Idas gets the final podium position. Devon, that didn't seem to be too difficult.
Well, actually it was. It was the last lap was the longest lap of my life. We had a bit of problems in the first race, braking problem, but second race managed to sort it out.
And now in the championship, you're right up there?
Yeah, we're going to give it all we got for the next races, and let's hope and see what happens. I'd just like to thank my manager, Mr. Mike Shaw, my 2 race engineers, Wayne and Ryan Stowe, to help me put my car together for today's events.
There we have the Sports 2000, a couple of very horrifying accidents. But the championship position as it stands, Kern Francis certainly enjoying the lion's share at the moment.
He matured tremendously since last year. I believe he's going to take the championship. More importantly, you know, the guys at the back are beginning to get more consistent. So, yeah, the thing's doing what it should do.
Absolutely. And one guy to watch out, this young Mona Idas. I think he certainly seems to be setting the series on fire.
Absolutely. And that's what this series is all about. You've got to discover talent and then nurture it.
And one of the things that we are going to have to look into in the future again is the safety.